Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just getting through the multiple layers of news, and as the title suggests, markets seem to be more political and secondly fundamental with the WASDE report coming out today. So I don't think the WASDE is taking the center stage. You can see here, it's Trump, 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 Trump. Um, as he was making comments, the markets were um, definitely softening and looking good for the S&P and the trade. Markets bet that Trump will end the war soon, despite threats on both sides. But when you look at this and you say, well, is it now? Who's the U.S. Military strikes against who's approving? Obviously there's some approval, but then there's also some dissident against it as well. And the same thing with the involvement will end quickly when you take the mix of politics in the U.S. There's differences on both sides, of course. Chicago's grain slip as Trump's war comments cooled the prices. So same theme all the way through here. Energy prices have cooled off as well, and thus the palm oil and everything else. Um, One thing it has done, and we were talking about that quite a few times about the palm oil gaining favor, especially in India. And sure enough, there's some proof. Here's the estimates, and the same rhetoric that I was talking about here as well. Taking second stage to the WASDE report. Fertilizer prices. But I want to take note here what Josh said here, Linville from StoneX. In December, it took 75 bushels of corn to pay for 1 ton of NOLA fertilizers in New Orleans landed uh, urea. Today, it's going to take 126 bushels. So, yeah, that's a substantial jump in price, that's for sure. Quick look at the weather. You can see some cold over in Manitoba and northern Alberta, and then you've got warming as soon as you get to that Canada-U.S. border, it seems, and that's where the snowfall looks like it's going to be in the next 7 days as well. There's nothing threatening that we can see on the South America weather front either. And the soil moisture looks pretty decent across the whole country there. So now harvest is maybe not at the same pace as last year, but definitely coming in with bushels, and the planting pace is matching all of that as well. Canola down 520. It was down yesterday as well, sitting at 721 for the May contract, and the November contract at 714. And rapeseed is down 375 at 510 a euro. Soybean oil is down 47 points at 65.63. Palm oil down 139 ringgits at 44.28. Crude oil, the big run that it had opening on Monday, is down to $84.33, down 7.15 rate as we speak. And the New York Harbor Freight taking direction from there, down 11 and a half cents at 3.25 a gallon. Soybeans down 320 or three and a quarter at 11.93, so just shy of the $12 mark. Soybean meal is up. Spring wheat is down 11 at 6.35, and the farther out contract is at 6.73, down 11 cents as well. Chicago and Kansas down as well. Milling wheat is down. Corn is down 4.5, and a lot of this could be just squaring ahead of the WASDE report. Maybe they are ignoring maybe some of the political, but it definitely had its day to run up there as well. You can see that I put that steeper trend line, and it broke that here, and it's trading below it. To actually change the trend, it would actually have to be lower than this, probably the main trend. But you can see that we're getting very close for even slow stochastics to tell us to go short this market. Same thing with the November. Here's your pullback that you've seen, the highs from the European rapeseed. Soybean oil futures still above the trend line. And here's your soybean. Beat that high, but it's still on that trend line up. So we'll have to see how this today's WASDE kind of plays out here. Crude palm oil pulled back. Same thing with your crude oil and your New York Harbor Freight, like I talked about. So Canadian dollar still in this upward trend above this pivot point, but you could probably say that there's some sort of is it going to trade higher or not? U.S. dollar index is actually kind of consolidating here now. Gold is still in this upward trend, but consolidating, not with the big moves that we had seen. Same thing with the silver, currently trading at 88.7. quick look at the wheat. Nice highs that we made on yesterday, but still above this trend line going up for sure. Same thing with the Kansas and Chicago milling wheat as well in France. And here's your corn futures, long candle, looking to figure out what we're going to do with the market here today. And that's all I have.